So in this video, I'm going to explain our index.html and our send.html, and we will try to see that why I'm writing over here method equal to get and why we used our method post. So we will try to understand the get and post also. So before that, now see in my index.html, if I show you according to the live server, our index.html something like this. So for that, now we are going to understand what is form over here and why we write over here post. So the basic difference of between get and post is here. Our get, so these lines I have written for you. Now see the basic difference between the get and post. Get request will always remain in the browser history. It never be used when dealing with the sensitive data. It has length restrictions. It cannot be modified. Suppose if I go in my Chrome and search over here Flipkart. Now as we can see in a link, we can see there is a Flipkart. But whenever we try to enter in our Gmail, suppose if I try to log out and then I will try to here re-enter the password. If I enter the password, so it will not show my password in this mail because it is a sensitive information. So for whenever we have a sensitive information, we are not going to use get function. So as we can see in my index.html, we have an email and password. So these are the credentials which we cannot share with someone else. Because of that, we are using over here post method because it will secure it and it will not show it into the link. So for that, if I enter the submit button, then it will directly, if my login is successful, then it will try to took into a sending function which I have already written in my app.py. If you do not know about the Python file, then I have already created a video for that. In that video, I explained that how I write it the code for Python code for this application. For that, whenever I send my email and password, then it will try to look into sending function. Then it will see our if our method is post. We already see we send a post method over here. If our method is post, then it will try to do all this functioning. Now see here we are method. Why here our method is get? Because if our login is successful, we are directly saying that go into my mailing function, which is not containing any credentials. It will not show my username and password. Here yes we are passing it, but we are storing into it. We are not using any printf function or something else. So it will not show the password and username in the link. So after this we are saying that okay, we are getting these functions. If our login is successful, then render our template is sender.html, and in the sender.html we write it a code that okay, our login is successful. After what? After take all these values to, from, subject and messages. Now these are also credentials because we cannot share one mail to everyone, and we cannot show this all the data in our link. So for that we are using over here post. Now after a submit button, when we will click on a submit, it will try to activate our post method and it will try to send this all the data as a post. It is simply means we are not providing or we are not leaking our data or our credentials to someone else or to in our link. So for that, after this function, it will try to activate our content underscore sending function, which is nothing but this method. it will also try to see if our method is post. Do all these things. Take the input from my front end, and it will try to set the body for our email. Then it will try to log in again, because it is a post method. We have to sign in again and again. So yes, I will provide this txt file. As you can see, post method also, it will do not remain the data in our browser history. It cannot be bookmarked. These have no extension of data length, and it can be used to modify. So this is the advantage of our post, and this is our disadvantage of our get method. So that's why we always use our post method to send someone credentials. So yes, this is all about today video. Thank you so much. Bye.